don't underestimate the face that you make when you scream. Most singers that do really high highs will make this evil sort of grin, even though it sounds weird, but it makes the sound of the scream better, so we need to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a historic point in time for death metal. After the passing of legendary Trevor Stannard, the Black Dahlia Murder have released another single featuring Brian Eschbach, their ex-guitar player, on vocals. I'm happy to see the band is pushing forward against all the hardship that they were facing, and I'm excited to hear and analyze what Brian brings to the table for the band, which is what we're gonna do together today. Let's check this out. It's looking metal-esque so far. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the beginning here. Right off the bat, Brian hits us with a mixed fry false high technique. Back in the days of miasma, I think Trevor had a pretty similar technique. Trevor also gravitated towards this aesthetic more with the later Black Dahlia Murder albums. I think these vocals sounded really refined and technical for someone that didn't plan on becoming the main singer for the band. I get the feeling that Brian really does justice to Trevor's vocals. This sounds like the Black Dahlia Murder.
Through the snowfall, they succeed us, and wanting forth!
Okay, let's talk a little bit about that part. We have a really interesting mid-mix here. What Brian did there was he didn't really give up on the bass vocal tone that he had in the highs, but he wanted to push for a lower false chord. So what we have is a scream that is sounding a bit higher in register, but has the same grittiness that regular false chord lows have. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I think Trevor did this on Deathcore for a selection most unnatural. I think there's a part in there that he sounded pretty similar. It's easier to articulate certain emotions with a vocal onset this high, opposed to the regular super low one that goes with a normal false chord lows that Trevor used to be doing. Okay. So this is a really cool rhythmic feeling, especially in the chorus there. The accentuation is very clean. He really knows where to put accents in the vocals and where to leave the accents fall a bit more flat so that it appears more dynamic. Again, he stays pretty calmly and safe in the voice register that he chose, even for the lows. I didn't hear any of the classic death metal lows up until now, but what's really cool about the way that he approaches his lower false chord distortion there is that it evokes a similar effect than the regular false chord lows. You could even hear it in the double part that he did right there.
We are the Mammoth sound!
Let's take that part and talk a little bit about over-enunciation in metal vocals. So the lyrics here are bounce, picked, climb. He doesn't say clean, he says climb, because it sounds better with a scream, right?
Climb!
Resources stripped and taken.
Resources stripped and taken!
It's really more voice acting than singing, I'd say. You will find singers that over-enunciate their words too, but with screams, it's always like very demanding and it sounds very aggressive too, like a general in the military, kind of. I think it's really, really nice. And it's also a skill that you don't acquire overnight. For some of my students, it takes years to get good at vocal over-enunciation, to get good at voice acting, to get good at different sorts of accentuated vocal heights, like to make melodies that aren't sung with the voice. And he does it very, very well. Good job, Brian. Let's continue. Okay, also let's talk a little bit about the phase that you can hear. In this part here, he says flags planted so high. Now, I will do it with phase and without. Check this out.
Flags planted so high!
And now with phase.
Flags planted so high!
You can hear the difference in the face, I think. It sounds more mean. He knows it and he utilizes it. It's a really good technical skill to have. Don't underestimate the face that you make when you scream. Most singers that do really high highs will make this evil sort of grin. Even though it sounds weird, but it makes the sound of the scream better, so we need to do it. What's really cool for this transition here is that there is a scream in the background. If you focus, you can hear him doing something like ah! And it's a really cool effect that makes the transition a bit more chaotic and a bit more aggressive vocally. I think that's really, really cool. Okay. The way that he plays with double and half time on the, like, possibly 16s and 8 in the rhythmic department, that really felt like Trevor. It's such a Black Dahlia Murder thing to do, to start with ba-da-da-da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun. It hits home. This feels like the band that I fell in love with, definitely. And there it is again. Wow! Okay, cool stuff. Okay. Cool. I like the song really, really much. I think Brian does a great job at capturing Trevor's vibe in his highs. And I'm excited to see what Brian is doing in future songs. Maybe he'll do some more lows. I'd be looking forward for that. But yeah, good job. It's exceptional writing, exceptional flows, exceptional accentuation. Just a very, very solid death metal performance here from Brian Eschbach. Brian, you go, man. And I think that concludes the analysis. I hope you had as much fun as I had today. Leave a like and subscribe. It means the world to me, and we're gonna see each other in the next video, guys. Bye-bye.